The new year is approaching and 4.3 has released a couple of days ago. With that update obviously came Navia. I've already made a few videos talking about her and the Geo element. Now before I start this video I just want to say that I'm not saying that every single part about her is horrible. I'm not saying she's a terrible character, but this is just like her negatives in my opinion. She has positives, I'm not saying she doesn't have positives. I just want you to know that I'm starting off with the negatives and then moving on to the positives. Thank you so much. My first point is that she is Geo, which she's basically a DPS in a really unsustainable element. In a lot of Abyss teams, I am 100% confident that she will not be really good in the slightest. She may still beat it, but in the end, you've probably got better alternatives based on the opponents, because not really are there any enemies that are weak to Geo, or just Geo is like stronger than that element. So first of all, get out of the way. It is the Geo element, which kind of gives her a little bit of a nerf. Following on to Geo point, for the longest time Geo has been in this really messed up state where no one really uses it because it's pretty useless, and Navia has attempted to kind of fix that, but she really provides no value towards other Geo characters in a way, so it kind of makes her like a standalone Geo character, which is good, which one good Geo character, if they do nothing for the rest of them, doesn't automatically mean the whole element's good. She's an amazing character herself, but come on, let's be real. She doesn't buff at all unless you have a C4, which congrats mate to the 5 of you that pulled for a C4. Congrats mate. Another little discrepancy I have with Navia is, now I do want to highlight the good parts about Navia and her kit. So I've just talked about how Geo kind of ruined her in a way that it lacks reactions and all that similar stuff. Well, she's extremely balanced in that sense, and it kind of backfires on her because she has just amazing raw damage, and I talked about this in a different video. I said I want her to do immense raw damage, or at least Jill be that element who does that kind of damage, and she pulls that off so perfectly. Her E does like over 100k in the trial. It is so good, and there's really nothing you can argue against that. Another pro for Navia of me is how she utilizes all 3 parts of her kit, and by that I mean her normal attack, elemental skill, and elemental burst. They're all used, and they're all like parts of the kit which you should use, whereas like some other older characters like, I don't know, Beidou, you'd never really want to level up her normal attacks, or like Goro, or like just most characters, you always have that one stat that you don't level up, which I really didn't like. It does save a lot of time when building a character, but if you want to have a character that's your main, you want them to feel fluid, and you want to be able to, you know, utilize every single part of her kit without being punished. And with Navia, I think you can actually do that. Navia's E does tons of damage and also converts her normal attacks to Geo and giving her like 40% extra damage, which is an amazing bonus because I already know that her normal attacks have actually got some pretty decent scaling. So you really want to be using those normal attacks, and that is like something I like about her. You can use the whole package basically without being punished. Another thing that I love about her is her animations. Her whole kit feels fluid, not just does a lot of damage, which I really like, but that's a really small detail. Another small detail I like about her, I don't know why this is so specific, but when she does like the little charge attack when she spins around, her like sunglasses drop down. I don't know, I find that fucking cool. What a detail. Burst, I appreciate you. I also feel like Navia can be used in soup teams, which if you don't know what that is, it is just basically just doing constant reactions over and over again, regardless of what it is. Just having a team which combines multiple reactions. So like let's say you have Electro, Hydro, Pyro on a team. Like that's what I mean by soup team. And then you obviously have Navia who does Geo damage, and you just get off fields of all the other elements. Get those crystallized reactions and just like have a satisfying team to use. I know I said this was kind of a bad thing in a different video, but I kind of like her uniqueness. It's kind of growing on me how like unique she is, where she's not a Geo that needs to be played with other Geos to be good. Like you can play her, and you should play her with like non-Geo characters, and in a way it makes her feel like more new and just more bare instead of like a copy and paste Ito. I think her being in the game is amazing, and I think she did a really good job as a character. I applaud Hoyoverse, but they could have done something to buff the Geo problem. That's my consensus on the whole thing. Maybe Chiori will help with that. We will see. We will pray that Ito will see the day. Navia kind of surpassed my expectations, which is hard to do obviously because I'm a professional. I'm just joking, but you know. And as always, thanks for listening to me, app. Like, comment, subscribe, follow my Twitch in the description. And of course, have a good day.